Right, so quick video about security and not getting complacent. I suppose, you know, how things are right at this minute, you might want to up a bit of security, do you know what I mean? Because you never know. But just by pure chance, something happened to us the other night, which made me realise I had been complacent with our security, purely because you know how it goes when things just go along, plod along fine, nothing ever happens, if you know what I mean. So you just kind of carry on, you know, forget about things, you know, don't lock things up or whatever because you think, oh, you know, I ain't locked it up for a year, so what's the point now? Anyway, some of you might know what had happened because you might have spoke to Luke already. But basically, someone came in the gate at night, and the strange thing was, it wasn't late, it was only about 11 o'clock. Came in the gate, snuck down the path, was at the front, round the corner, and stole a bag of Luke's fishing gear, which he'd left by the front door. You couldn't see it from the road at all. You would only ever notice that is if you'd been down to our pathway first, or to our front door and seen it there. There's no way you could ever see it unless you'd been to the front door previously. So, I'll show you a video of that now because I've got it on CCTV. So that's the nighttime part where the bloke snuck in. Now, I didn't hear the gate open. I don't think the dogs barked, which is weird. There was one other thing. I've got two lights on the side of the house, solar powered ones, but just by pure chance in the winter, because there's not enough sun to light them up, they don't activate. They stay on all the time, but what they're supposed to do is stay on all the time, and when someone walks past them they activate and get brighter. Because there's not been enough sun, they've not been working properly, so that's typical. So he must have snuck down, and we walked round the corner and he took exactly what he wanted. He'd seen that before, walked straight round, grabbed it and went. So I looked through the CCTV and I saw someone who looked pretty similar earlier on in the day come to the door and having a look. So I'll show you that. Right now, the only reason I'm a little bit dubious about showing these, because I have like a 1% piece of doubt that I can't prove that each are the same person. I reckon it is, but there's a little, you know, little 1% doubt that it might not be, so I can't kind of prove it. But I'll show you the second one now. Right, so you be the judge of that, whether you think that is the same person. Anyway, so that's what had happened. So then that made me have a really good think and a good look around the garden about some things that I could do with changing. So one thing I've done is I bought a battery powered motion sensor light. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but I'll give it a go. It was only 20 quid. Battery powered motion sensor light, I've put that up. I've took the existing light off, so there used to be a light by the front door, took that off and replaced that with a sensor light. I've put numerous kind of shackles to lock things up, so a shackle to lock the bike up, a couple of smaller shackles. It wouldn't hold anything for too long, but I mean it would stop people just taking things. You know, you'd have to bring tools and break it off. A couple of shackles like that. I've got another sensor coming, a sensor light, the two more sensor light coming. I'm going to put one on the back and one on the front. I'm going to put the front one at an angle where when it lights up I can see it through the living room curtain. And the main one I wanted to do, oh, I'll tell you another thing I'm also going to do. I'm also going to make a box for the trail cam and put that on a wall somewhere, and that's a backup to the to the CCTV. And then the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to buy a bell for the gate. So like, you know, when you walk in a shop, the bell goes off. I managed to find a bell, a pretty decent one, a bell like a shop doorbell, I suppose. And I'm going to put that on the gate. So I've put them on, done all that. So I'll show you that now, so you can have a look. So as you can see, that seemed to work pretty decent. If you've got a telly on, you don't you can hear it, but I mean, it's going to be better in the dead of the night, you know, when you kind of lay there, you'll hear that bell go off, lights come on, you know, perfect. And everything's locked up. Put more security on the back. I've locked up any garden tools. I've locked up another lock on the gate. Made sure the shed down the back can be locked up. All sorts of things, but it's way, like I said, it's way too easy to become complacent, because, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you, for about a year I hadn't even locked up the garage. No one ever went in there, nothing ever happened. I used to leave it unlocked. I used to just think, you know, whatever, and I used to just put the bikes in the front, never lock them up, you know, and everything seemed safe and always was. And then, you know, it just takes one person to make you change your mind. It could have been a lot worse, you know what I mean? So it's been a good wake-up call, and in these times nowadays I think we need to be, you know, a bit more hotter on security. Don't get complacent with anything, you know, think about things. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Well, like I said, I've got another bell coming for the back gate. I'm going to put that on the back gate. I might put I don't know whether to put one on the inside of the back door. I suppose that would be a good idea, inside the back door, so if anyone got in your back door, once he did open it and the bell started ringing. The good thing about all those, yeah, you could buy an expensive an alarm kit, whatever, but I don't know how much that's going to cost. And once your power's out, it's not going to work. But a bell, and that bell on the gate, and a normal bell, that's going to ring no matter what the power situation is, you know what I mean? And the good thing is the battery sensor light out the front, that's going to work no matter what, as long as it's got the batteries in it. So anyway, yeah, bit of a wake up call. Got some more prepping ideas for the well, the current situation, if you know what I mean, to do. So, and also there was one other thing I was going to say. I can't remember now, but anyway, yeah. Oh, that was it, yeah. I keep telling everyone that I've got a new book, and I've put a new book up. I had an email today from Amazon saying that they've took the book off and I can't have it on there for some reason. I don't know why, I need to look into it. But yeah, the book's been took off. So, I don't know what's going on there. But I will have a look into it and see why they've took it off or what's going on. Alright, anyway, cheers for watching. I'll see you later.